here with me, I have Vinayak, who's the founder of Rezoomex. Rezoomex is a platinum sponsor of Scrum Day. So first off, I want to say thank you so much for sponsoring Scrum Day. We really appreciate it. Can you take a minute and tell us about Rezoomex? Why did you create it?
Yeah, Mary, first off, thanks for having me on this call and asking me about Rezoomex. It gives me an opportunity to uh, talk about my favorite topic. Why did I start Rezoomex? And what is the significance of us sponsoring Scrum Day? So, first off, Rezoomex started at a very opportune time, if you will, right? Two things were happening in the world. One was the pandemic was just coming to an end and it changed the way we work. And second thing is November 2022, around the same time, generative AI started. It was the day in November when generative AI was announced and we started using ChatGPT, right? And the large language models and the rest is history. So these two trends, and we are at the confluence of these two historic events that have changed the way we work, and that is going to uh, decide the future of work. So we decided that let's do something, and what we realized is, when it comes to working with remote teams, and which is going to be the primary way in which software will be delivered in future, we need to have trust relationship with completely unknown parties. So how can that happen? Uh, it's very difficult when somebody sitting in the United States is getting work done from somewhere else in the world, and you don't know the person who is doing that work. It's like, so there needs to be some very buttoned up kind of arrangement. So we decided to build smart contract driven development. And that is what got me started building this company and the product that we are building.
Well, I think it's fantastic, and I can tell you from someone who's been in the United States working with people overseas, I think it's brilliant to be able to set expectations in a way that both parties um, understand what's expected of them, and everything's laid out very clearly. I've worked with some people who are part of the Rezoomex team. I think that anyone who's worked with your product is a big fan, kind of a passionate fan. So I'm thinking of Ravi, Anu, everyone who's seen it is enthusiastic about it. And I've been to one of the training classes, and I got to tell you, I was amazed, honestly, at that. It's not just smart contracts; that's part of it too. But there's so much more to it. The vision tools, the conversations that you can have around that process of making sure that you have clarity around your requirements. It's really something special, I think.
Yes, and that's where our interest in Scrum Day comes, because this year I see that your theme for Scrum Day is value in products, right? So is that correct?
That's correct. Yes,
So
deliver value. Yes, with product.
yeah, delivering value in. Now, when we used to work in the old ways, you used to measure work in terms of time, right? And not in terms of the outcome or the value. Now, coming to your question about smart contracts, the change that we are trying to bring is to have value as the primary way of measuring work, right? What is the value that is being delivered, right? Instead of measuring it in hours, let's see if we can put a number which is value. So how do we do that is something which requires you to decompose work to a level where it is well defined, where it can be estimated accurately. And decomposing work to smaller pieces requires a lot of, you can say, asking questions and uh, breaking down things into smaller bits. So human beings have a limitation in terms of their ability to ask questions. And that's where generative AI helps us, because there is no end to generative AI's patience. When it comes to asking questions, it can go on generating questions, right? And that is the thing. And not only that, unlike human beings, where we turn off, even if we ask questions, we don't listen to all the answers. After some time, we tend to get distracted. But that's not so with generative AI. AI will listen to each and every word and process each and every word that is given as an answer. So we are utilizing these properties of generative AI to decompose requirements to a level where they can be accurately estimated and they can be tested to see whether they are really delivering the value that they were supposed to deliver. And that is how the reason why we need generative AI to do smart contracts is smart contracts are nothing but programs which get triggered when value gets delivered and payment is made, right? Now, for you to do so, you need to have a test and you need to have an accurate estimate of the value that is delivered. You have to put a dollar number on that. Both these things become possible once you decompose the requirements. And that is where generative AI and smart contracts come together and help you build a relationship with complete strangers, not only across the borders, it could be even within the United States. If you have two complete strangers working together, collaborating on a project, it is possible.
Well, absolutely. I was thinking that too. It's extremely useful for anyone to be able to have clarity on expectations. Here's what I want, right? And so the person who's on the receiving end doesn't have to worry about this ambiguity of, oh, actually I meant something else. So it's really powerful for setting those expectations and those clarity or that clarity.
So we
So
will be coming to the Scrum Day, and we would like to share our excitement with those who are coming to Scrum Day. So those who are listeners who are planning or thinking, I think they should make up their mind and come to Scrum Day and come to our booth and our sampler workshop that we are conducting after the event on that day. You will get to learn a lot more about Rezoomex and our smart contract driven development methodology. And maybe you will be able to work along with us as partners to take this new way of decomposing requirements to build smart contracts to your audience or to your clients or companies with whom you work regularly. So this is an appeal to those who are listening in right now, and take this opportunity and give us the opportunity to share our excitement with you.
wonderful. Well, I can't wait to see it again. And I think I'm very much looking forward to meeting you and your team at Scrum Day. Scrum Day is scheduled for October 23rd, 2024 in beautiful Madison, Wisconsin. So Rezoomex will be there with the booth, but also having an event after the conference where people can get in there and actually take a look at the tool and get a little bit more familiar with what it can offer to you and your organization. We'll have more details about that after event on our website at scrumday.org. Go to sponsors, click on Rezoomex so you can learn more about that event. Thank you so much for joining us. We're looking forward to seeing you at Scrum Day.
You're welcome, Mary. Thanks for inviting me and thanks for the interview.